Play action. Stroud now.
Steps away to his left. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Forced out to his left.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon.
Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon.
35 yards.
And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Geno now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Smith now to throw.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Smith throwing again.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Stroud to throw it. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
10 more there and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back to Mixon on first down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Stroud off the play fake.
Escaping the pressure right.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Geno.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Geno.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Smith.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 1st and goal.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14 to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Stroud.
Buying time to his left.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Stroud.
Dancing to his left.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Stroud to throw it.
Trying to improvise.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Stroud looks to throw.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Smith to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Here's Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Mixon running wide side. Stays on his feet. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. First throw of overtime. Stroud
to Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down at the 28. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. As this complete to Woods. And they just keep marching right along. First down on the pickup of 8 there.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Mixon. Powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Smith's going to throw it. He completes this to Walker.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Smith.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Geno's going to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.